it's your homie S. coming back to you with another video. Today's video is going to be a jumping back into time, if you will. We are time traveling back to Digifest in Texas a few weeks ago with my homie K2, but this is really specifically for the Jesmon fans because we're also going to talk about the Ultimate Cups coming up as well and what we think the deck should be looking like, knowing what the meta is definitely shaping up to be going forward. But this is long overdue, so I apologize for that. But we're still going to get into it, and this is especially I want to say this is definitely an underdog pick going into the meta. It's still a really good deck, but of course we know Savior or the deck beats itself more than anything else. And then of course it doesn't have like the best matchup against blue. It's probably like a 60-40 in blue's favor, depending on how hard you build towards it, and we can talk about that towards the end of the video. But without further ado, we're going to talk to our newest member of the Limit Break crew, Mr. K2. How you doing, bro?
Let's go. Nice to be a part of the break finally.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's good to have you, bro. Shout out to Antics. We got Antics in, and then we ended up having you in, especially after making this top 16 showing at the Digifest. So how did that feel, man? How did that feel to make the top 16?
Great. Some of those games I struggled bad.
Yeah.
Like, I could tell y'all, like, I struggled, but I got there somehow.
What's that one against the yellow hybrid player? You open Omni, like, tie.
I wrote it down. Give me that.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe I had like a Blitz Omni, a sword, a tie, a Huckmon, and a sister.
Yeah.
And somehow I won that game.
That's ridiculous. Like, thank goodness for I don't even think you opened the Huckmon. I think you drew the Huckmon like a turn or two after. Luckily, yellow hybrid is slow enough to where like you can mount a comeback. But the way like everything just started forming in your hand, I was like, yo, he's really about to come back. It was crazy. So
I didn't believe it.
Right, for sure. All right, man. We can start off with the deck profile. I guess start off with the babies then.
Alright, sounds great. So I just played 4 Baby Demon.
Okay. And real quick, could you flip them the other way for me? Flip them to.
I'm sorry?
No, you flip them the other way. Turn them the other way.
Oh,
yeah.
So we played 4 Baby Demon. Honestly, we played this over Yokomon because the fact that Susanoo.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
Yeah.
So that's the best baby, I think.
Yes, sir.
Then we have 4 of the Jesmon searchers.
Okay.
This card's insane.
Yes.
Insane. We played 4 of the best searcher in the game.
It's between him and Boko, man. Who you got? No bias aside, because we're Jesmon players. Who's the better searcher in the game right now, Boko or Huckmon, man?
I think Boko is slightly because of the fact that you get a tamer.
Yeah, it's so sick.
But yeah, this card's nice.
Absolutely.
Alright, and we played 2 of the EX Biomon because putting this card with like a champion, then drawing a card is really nice.
Yes.
It does the trick.
So you didn't like the Guillemon? Because I've been like so high on Guillemon, but like I feel like it hasn't been coming up enough. So I think I'm gonna switch to Guillemon myself. You think it's more relevant to
Guillemon, you have to kill something, right?
Right.
But like you can like hard effects, so that's nice, but
Okay.
It's all worth your turn. Which is why the next card I played, I chose that over Guillemon.
Okay.
I chose this Biomon because you put this card on like, if it's under your Jesmon stack, you play Judgment of the Blade. You kill 2 Digimon and draw 2 cards with this card.
So it's not once per turn. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's insane.
Now I have a slight question for you. We'll talk about it more going towards the end of the video. How do you feel about Gaiosmon, our only floodgate for red players?
I never put it in. It was in the side deck. I never played it.
Yeah? So it didn't matter to make the Beowulf cost 3 or any other level 5 hybrids?
It never came up because like, if you put it in against blue, they're just going to out-tempo you. And it's still like, you get Sword Jode and that card is useless.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah. We're with the champions. I just played 8 champions, so we played 4 Bao Huckmon because it's a target for Huckmon.
Right. Consistent as possible.
4... Sorry?
No, I'm saying just being as consistent as possible.
Yeah. And then we played 4 Greymon. Greymon, this card's nice. Nice.
Absolutely.
I'll put it. And then 4 Ultimates. I played 5 Ultimates and I regret it. So I played 4 Savior and I played 1 Rise Greymon.
Okay.
I think I saw the card like twice in my hand and I never played it.
So you think it's just 4 Savior or bust going forward?
Yes.
I also think so too, because I'm playing my 5th ultimate of choice is Volkjamon, because he always like, I like the War Growlmon, but like I just want the I don't want to ever have a situation where I get mad because like I didn't get to kill something to trigger the War Growlmon in order to get the extra secure attack +1, so that's why I play Volk. But,
sure.
And I get it's like a mini boss monster, but a lot of times I'm probably keeping it raising. It doesn't come up that often to rate attack with it. But okay, so just 4 Savior and bust going forward, huh? Okay.
Like, I'm building mine for next format or like the end of this format.
Yeah.
That I can talk about later.
Okay.
All right, we have the boy himself.
Yes, sir.
The card that makes this deck, Jesmon. Y'all know what this card does.
Absolutely. Insane.
And we played 2 Blitz Omni.
Now, how'd you feel about 2? I feel like, so I gotta talk about this in terms of like just the condition of these cards. They're like foil stacked. I feel like I've tried to put them in a book and like I put like a 20-pound weight over it and leave it overnight. I just feel like none of that works, and I see both like often. I swear. And then when I take out one, I never see it, or it gets sent to the bottom with red memory boost or Huckmon. So how do you feel about 2?
Kuma, you are absolutely correct. So I've tried builds with just one, and I'll never see this card.
Yeah.
If I play both, I'll see both in my hand or both in security.
So it's not just me. Okay.
Yeah. So this card's in security. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Because they'll kill 80% of the Digimon probably.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
All right, we'll go with the sisters. So I played 3 Blanc. I played 2 Blanc Awaken, and I played 3 Seal.
Okay. Yeah.
I did try Seal Awaken, but like it's not worth it to play that card and just to dodge storage out. I don't think.
Yeah.
So that's just my take on it. But
yeah, I hear you. I feel like I had like theory about it. And I know I was talking to you about it a couple days ago, but maybe it's probably still not worth it because I guess like other matchups is really not. It's just a 6K. It's not doing much. But.
We'll go to the options now. So I feel like I was very revolutionary by playing for the Judgment Blade.
Nice.
So I noticed that when the side deck mechanic was released, I played 2 of this card, and every matchup I sided into, so I was like, I'll play 4 of this card.
Yeah.
And it failed me.
Okay. How often did you see it in security?
Surprisingly a good amount.
Okay.
So it doesn't trip.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Did you ever, now I got a question real quick, did you ever like awaken like a recovery card and like you remember that you awakened, you obviously recovered that card, and was that card like something lit like a blade or like a tie or whatever?
I have done that before,
no.
And it feels really nice.
Yeah, dope.
We played 4 red memory boosts, or sorry, 3.
Okay.
And 1 delicate plan.
Now, how did delicate work out for you? Because I just cut it and I'm testing emergency program shutdown over it. The card almost never comes up like lately. The card's been so garbage for me. I'm probably gonna end up adding it back just because I'm paranoid, but.
This card, I feel like it's a safety button. So like, if you need to like make a push for your game, or like, you're scared you're gonna lose and you have this card, like you just play this card and like it turns off so many cards in the security.
I mean, I guess against blue, like when you already have a Jesmon and raising, it feels good to just play like you have a tie, start at 3, play that, go to 2, and like you don't have to worry about Hammer Spark, you just gotta worry about Tommy. But yeah.
Yeah, like Tommy. So the cards that this card can deal with, no other card can deal with it. Right. So like Alphamon or Tommy, those are the 2 cards that you can't deal with.
Right. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay.
All right, and the last 3 cards we played is 3 tie.
So how'd you feel about 3 tie, like in the 3 and 3 with the red memory boost?
I thought the numbers were good.
Okay.
Like, I agree with the ratios to a point. The tie, so one of my favorite things I did is like if I went second, they play like a 3-cost card, so I just play tie.
Yeah.
And they're 1 they have to pass.
Yep. Yeah, I do that a lot too. Yeah.
That was nice in itself. Or like if I'm going like if they play the memory tamer, like let's say they play Davis first, right? I play tie, then I'll just play like a red memory boost.
Yeah, so good. That's such good value. Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'll have like 5 memory to work with whenever I want.
Right. And it feels good too when you still have like a champion and a savior like already, so then like you can just build up the following turn because there's no rush really. So.
Oh, for sure, man.
How much is patience key with this deck and not getting ahead of yourself? Because I know I've had some times where I've gotten punished where I raised like a turn like sooner than I needed to. Like just I guess a lot of times like really just looking at your security, seeing how many potential attacks they have, and like just potentially waiting that one more turn and going out at the right time. How much do you think patience is of importance with this deck?
Patience is actually very vital to this deck. Yeah. You would think that like with Jesmon you just make your stack and you go like push for game, right. But like you still have to worry about A, the lethal swing, or B, like if they play like certain option cards like Wyvern's Breath, like it rarely makes Jesmon super weak.
Yes, absolutely.
So like that's a struggle in itself, but patience is the game for there.
How often, another question I have while I'm thinking, the Omnimon being that extra source to make it harder for blue to strip all those, how often did that specifically come up that like helped you?
So usually when I play the Omnimon, I'm going for game. I'm going swinging for game.
Oh, so normally it was just game when he came down. Okay.
Yes, so it usually swings for game. That's its job. But like, there have been like a few times, not Digifest, but before like, I'll go against like, I'll just play this card and I'll leave it unsuspended, so I won't attack with it.
Yeah.
And then, well, I just have to leave it alone now.
Right, that makes sense. Okay.
It does the trick.
Yeah.
Cool card.
Cool. All right, so that's the main deck, and then jump on, move it over to the side deck then.
Yeah.
Even though I guess side decks going forward, if you guys will note, if you didn't see the announcement, so offline Ultimate Cup events, which will pretty much be like the equivalent of regionals for anybody who used to play Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic or anything, those will have 5-card side deck implementation. So I guess we could talk about what 5 cards you would potentially side in after you.
So the 10-card side deck I played was 3 Jesmon. I never put this card in.
Okay.
I played 2 Avenged Kidmon. It was for like the random 3 Musketeer build. Right. That I never played. You played 2 Emergency Program Shutdown. This was I did set this card sometimes. It was kind of nice. It did the trick. It was good against yellow to a point, but like,
Yeah, I like it against purple too, because purple. How do you feel about the purple matchup? I've never talked to you about that, because purple's actually, like, especially this Cerebus package. Yeah. Like, I feel like I love EPS versus them, because now they can't, Jack Raid, they can't call in from darkness, Dark Claw, etc.
Yeah, like this card's actually very good against purple also. Like, so if I did play against purple, which I somehow didn't, like I will put this card in. Yeah. But even this card, maybe, I don't know.
Okay, everything goes to the bottom, right? With the Venge Kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's interesting.
I played 2 Gaia Force inside deck. This was for X anybody.
Yep. So you didn't play, so you didn't sign up for the mirror?
Mirror to a point, but like the mirror is it's a skill based thing. So you have to weigh, like, if you're going to make a push, you have to go for game basically in the mirror.
Yeah, because when they clap back, if they have a, yeah, for sure.
Or you gotta have like 3 blockers out somehow.
Yes.
And we just signed the second Delicate Plant.
Okay.
This was actually the card I signed the most in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was just scared sometimes, so I just put that card. It's nice.
Okay, respect it. So going forward with the side deck, now I gotta say for me, Jesmon, I have to also mention, if the guy is watching this video, when I made my original Jesmon video a couple of weeks ago, he asked me why wasn't I playing Jesmon, and my whole point was, it's all about building Jesmon, and that's it. But going forward, I actually ended up trying it, and making their Beowulf for any of the hybrids or whatever cost 3 versus 2. That extra 2 memory that they get to save out on, because they only digivolve them for 1, is 1 less hybrid they can have to digivolve over one of the tamers. And especially against blue, like I've been playing like a lot of these like little luxury tournaments and stuff like that, so I've been kind of playing it in the gauntlet versus blue a lot. And I'm not gonna lie, Jesmon actually ended up being pretty clutch and important in those matchups. So going forward, I personally think that I believe in Jesmon, and I'm definitely gonna try to implement a couple. Like I'm playing 2 currently, but yeah, that's where I'm at. Now, your 12 rookie count, do you think that could ever be cut down? Because I've seen some people have like major success with 10, or the one guy even won his Digifest with 9, which I thought was crazy. So it's like, damn, do you really need 12? Because the way this deck works, when you have 1 rookie in raising, you don't really do the raise cycle like every other turn or whatever. This deck kind of really just is like the epitome of hiding and raising. So you really only need 1 rookie, technically. Like, it's not
so
like
I am trying to build without these.
Okay.
So without the EX Beomon, I'm not playing these in the current set right now. I'm just playing more consistency cards. Like I'm playing a 4th red memory boost.
Okay.
I'm also playing 2 Rowdy Rocker.
Yeah, we talked about it. Yep.
Which, that card is kind of, it's cool because like you get to draw. Like I've drawn my pieces.
Right.
Through that card.
Right.
Like I've had like 5 memory. I was at like Savior. I promoted the Savior, played Rowdy Rocker, do the Jesmon, Jesmon, and did my thing. Right.
So you're saying you cut down to 10 rookies right now to try to have some space for other cards, like a 4th red memory boost, which is pretty much a rookie most of the time. Okay, cool, interesting.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. And I think that's the way, because the Rowdy Rocker also makes your blue matchup like a little bit better, not by much.
Yeah, okay. What do you think? So, like, if you were to have 5 cards going forward in your side deck, what do you think the 5 cards would be? Probably like the EPS and the Delicates, and maybe, I don't know.
So I would do 2 EPS, 2 Gaia Force, and the 1 Delicate.
That's what I figured you do. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Keep it simple.
Yeah, like mostly this card's just for, because X-Handboy is so strong against Jesmon, you have to play this card basically.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Part of me wants to main deck one, Okay. I'm heavy on, like, we're both Jesmon players, but what I like about us is we both have like a little bit different styles. How we like to play it, and we can still come together and like kind of figure out like a middle ground on. Because most of the time, it's really just about finding your stack more than the tech choices you play. You know. Me personally, I'm potentially thinking about like 1 Atomic Blaster, 1 Gaia Force for the sake of, like, if I do draw them both, I can't obviously always hope to have one in security. That's not, you know, ideal. But if it is, obviously more the better. But if I have them both in hand, I'll use whichever one is better in X situation. You know, if I am playing against X anybody, I'm glad to have the Gaia Force versus 2 Atomic Blasters. So it's just about versatility and options.
For sure.
You know. So.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I've thought about playing a Gigastorm in the side deck.
Yeah,
and that card is kind of cool. But also, like, if I'm gonna play 7, I might as well play 8 and play Gaia Force.
So my thing about that, I was also testing 1 Atomic Blaster, 1 Gigastorm at one point, because I kept running into like them having a level 5 hybrid and a Boko monitor, so they never had like a 1K DP Digimon. So like, oh no, I'm sorry, my bad. That's with the Atomic Blaster. The reason why I went to Gigastorm is because Gigastorm got rid of the 5 in the Boko or whatever. The Atomic Blaster, it would be 9K, so I couldn't get rid of him, unfortunately. So
there were a bunch of games, like I played against Red Hybrid, and they were playing Atomic Blaster, so I just promoted my Savior. And played Steel, and you can't Atomic Blaster this card.
It's so good. That is so good. But imagine if they're, I mean, most of them aren't gonna play Gigastorm, but yeah, I've definitely had a lot of players misplay against me with that, not realizing.
Well, even with Gigastorm, you can't Gigastorm this card.
But that's what. Oh yeah, you can't even Gigastorm it. Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That was really clutch. Honestly.
Absolutely. So I guess going forward, you said you were talking about going down to 10 rookies, playing a 4th, fourth red memory boost.
I'm playing 1 of this.
Yep.
And 2 of this.
And the 2 Roddy Rockers. Okay. And me personally, I'm still kind of all over the place. I am gonna try Analog Youth for a little bit, but I feel like they're gonna come out. But I'm gonna try Analog Youth. I'm going to what I'm probably gonna end up at is I do also like Geo Gray to an extent. I love like responding to a Boko after they go first turn Boko. I go Geo Gray and just kill it. I'm more on the destruction side in terms of trying Geo Gray and Atomic Blaster and, like I said, a one tech Gaia Force over the course of the tournament. So
I am under like the weird proponent that I don't like hard playing Digimon in this deck.
I don't blame you. Yeah,
like I hesitate playing Huckmon sometimes, and that's bad.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm sure we'll figure it out by the time the Ultimate Cups come. So shout out to anybody that was able to get into any of the Ultimate Cups, because man, did they sell out so fast. Like the what's the one, the Top Cut sold out in literally a minute. I'm like putting in my card information, and then it told me it sold out. How did you get into any of them?
I got all 3.
Oh shoot! Oh, you're lit, bro. That's what's up.
Yeah, I got blessed. But
I guess I'm gonna have to save my card information, like you said, next time.
Yeah, like, that helped a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Well, K2, man, I appreciate you doing this deck profile with me, man. I'm sure we're gonna see a lot more of you soon. You know, top tables. Now, well, one other, I guess, bonus question I gotta ask before we go. With Jesmon losing 3 saviors next format, the deck is already tough enough to what's the word I'm looking for? Consistency, rather. Now we have Chimeramon coming out, and then obviously we still have a plethora of level 5 ultimates to test. Are you gonna try this deck out a couple of times still when the new set comes out?
I'll probably just do like 1 savior and like 3 chimera, at least in the beginning. But that's my soft idea.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna put the deck up just yet, but hopefully it's good enough. And if not, I mean, hey, we got the major comeback season with the structure deck. So
I think this deck will come back. Personally, I'll play it during EX2.
Okay.
Because D-Reaper.
Oh, just overall D. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so this deck in theory just like destroys D-Reaper.
Yeah, one Judgment on the Blade and they're done. Yeah.
Alright, so I think.
Yeah, okay. Okay, too, Kev, I appreciate you doing the deck profile with me, man, and again, congratulations on your finish, and I will catch you in another video soon, bro.
Alright, thanks, man.
Alright, man.